What's up guys, Gautam and Ramesh for Team Superfit, and I'm back with another informative video for you all, and it's got done with training. But anyway, let's move on. This is a very important topic and it's been going around for a long time, and most of you all have been doing this the wrong way almost your entire training career. And I found out about this probably a year back, and I've been applying this and I've gotten amazing results. And this is science-based, because I go through this magazine called as Mass, and this is a study out of that. So basically, they put together a lot of research studies done by PhD scholars, and this is one such study. So we are going to be talking about, does failure help you with muscle hypertrophy? Hypertrophy is nothing but the way you build muscle, as in that's what you train for. We all train for hypertrophy in bodybuilding. We want to get bigger. And is pushing yourself till failure all the time beneficial in building muscle? When you say failure is going all out, when you're doing bench press and if you're doing 10 reps and you're not able to do the 11th rep, that's called pushing yourself till failure. Now, muscle hypertrophy or building muscle is not directly linked with failure, pushing yourself till failure. Because what happens is, there is something called as muscle protein synthesis. It's called MPS. Now I'll tell you what it is. Muscle protein synthesis is nothing but you're using your nutrients to build muscle, okay? Now we need to use muscle protein synthesis for hypertrophy. That is, you want to use it to build more muscle. But what happens when you push till failure is that you're breaking down your muscle groups. You're breaking down the muscles. Now the muscle protein synthesis that you have is going to go to repairing these muscles. So in the end of the day, you're not actually building new muscles. You know what I'm trying to tell you? This is the entire study, what they made. They took a lot of people, around 10 to 15 people who have been training for a long time, and they put them on a test where they pushed themselves till failure, and then they checked how they responded. And then they took another group of people, and then these people just trained around 8 to 9 RPE. That is not exactly till failure, but a little bit below failure. And then they saw how these people use their muscle protein synthesis. Now the people who trained till failure, they kind of used most of the proteins and most of the nutrients in just building the repaired muscles. And in the end of the whole study, they didn't gain a lot of muscle mass. The other group of people who almost trained till failure, they use their muscle protein synthesis to build more muscle, as in hypertrophy. So in the end of the day, it's okay to train till failure. It's okay to push yourself harder and harder every day, but you need to understand the science behind it. And I've stopped doing this since I came across the study, and I've gained a lot of muscle. In your beginning training years, when you're just getting to lifting, this is all right. There's not much difference. But as you progress, as you lift for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, then this makes a lot of difference. Because being a natural athlete, you need to make sure you use all the nutrients that you have, all the muscle protein synthesis that you have to build muscle. And our progress gets slower and slower as we move to more and more training years. So I just want you guys to stay updated to the study. And my conclusion and the conclusion of the authors is that if you're natural, it is not the best thing for you to push yourself till failure all the time. Make sure you use the nutrients that you have to build more muscle rather than repairing the existing muscle groups that are there. Trigger hypertrophy, okay? Don't break down muscles. Trigger that. Trigger your body to make sure, you need to tell your body to build muscle rather than breaking everything. So that's the conclusion of the video. I know this is a controversial study, but hope you guys got something out of this. And for more information, make sure you go visit www.teamsuperfit.in, and I'll see you all on the next video.